for our great and wonderful republic. So, what originated from this were the high-stakes testing. And all the high-stakes tests since 1990, and now we're not talking about Dr. Stotsky's standards, and we're not talking about the standards in the classroom at this point, we're talking about the high-stakes testing that states were all forming and adopting, thinking that they were individually coming up with these tests, such as the LEAP in Louisiana, the CLAS in California, the MCAS in Massachusetts. Okay? They really came from this idea of outcome-based education. And when Dr. Luxick looked into this, she found that all the questions were similar, state to state to state, just like we're finding with Common Core. It's really coming from someplace higher. Anyway, students were no longer tested on knowledge, but assessed on attitude. And finally, in the early 90s, a mom went to court to get a hold of one of these proprietary tests, and you still know today they won't let you look at the tests. She found that there were 30 academic questions to 385 attitude questions. Okay, so this is why kids have trouble with these tests. It's not what they know, it's the way they're thinking. Teachers are thus being forced to teach the test, and again, Common Core is going to be that on steroids. This leaves precious little time for teaching reading, writing, and arithmetic. And you can all see it, because when you go to Walmart, if the register glitches, can you get your change? I rest my case there. In the past, when people became uneasy or began to catch on to these outcome-based education programs, which were coming from the federal government and moving into our states, such as Goals 2000, No Child Left Behind, are you seeing the pattern here? They keep changing the name and changing the name, and poof, they think that you're going to forget what it is and think it's a new system. It's so funny because we're down to the Common Core standards in 2013, but as you'll see, the states are already beginning to change the name, including Massachusetts. And I'm sure Rhode Island will be soon to follow. Pretty dangerous. I don't know how stupid they think we are, but we're not that stupid. We're Americans. And we're moms. So, there's much to learn from this pre-Common Core program and the history, but I don't have enough time to go into any more of the details tonight. I'll be happy to talk with any of you later. You can see me after school. All right. So now it's time to get a little bit scientific, and as a scientist, I love diagrams and flowcharts. They can get pretty complicated, though, when the web is so deceptive. And don't even look yet until I start pointing things out, but this is a deceptive web. No, you can go ahead and put it up. The first important point, the proponents of Common Core do not like discussions or criticisms. We're seeing that constantly. We're seeing that even today when Dr. Stotsky was uninvited to attend a radio program because they didn't want to hear her. They just don't like it.